Welcome to Vandermeer Speedway Thunder Mountain for the 40th Dodge Mile High Nationals.
So what we're doing is right now, Matt Hagan and Leah Pritchett are giving rides to the media, quarter mile down in the Scat 1320 Challenger. And the 1320 is really cool. So if you actually look at the badging, we have an angry bee on the side. So that's just kind of there to kind of show off an old kind of drag style helmet. But the 1320 is a cool name because it's really named after the length of quarter mile in feet.
So my name is Matt Hagan. I'm two-time Funny Car World Champion. We just took a little ride here in this Challenger, and you know, I do that in about 330 miles an hour in under 4 seconds. So we hit about 100 miles an hour right there to kind of give you a little idea, and just having some fun out here, showing the media a little bit of fun today, giving some rides and doing their thing, and just mixing it up with you guys.
The 1320 was really, the whole idea behind that vehicle was to target that grassroots racer. They can get by this vehicle straight from the dealership. You know, they have a track-ready vehicle, and what we did is we packaged it with kind of our with the RT Scat Pack. So that is our kind of cream of the crop. That's where the best performance under $40,000, and so that was our baseline for the 1320 was the RT Scat Pack. Then what we did is we threw a ton of drag racing specific technology, a lot of it borrowed from the Demon, directly into this car. So it has standard drag radials, it has standard trans brake, line lock, launch assist, launch control. So all of these features that help get the vehicle off the line. It has a drag suspension with adaptive damping. So when you put it in drag mode, it has maximum weight transfer to the rear for maximum grip. So all of these features in this vehicle straight off the factory, and it actually even comes standard with one seat. So you can buy back the passenger seat and the rear seat if you'd like for $1 each. So you can have a family car. Husband, wife can take their family to the drag race, take it down the quarter mile, maybe head back with some trophies at the end. So it's just a great all-around car. You don't have to sacrifice a lot to have a race car. The 0 to 60 is 3.8 seconds and quarter mile time of 11.7 at 115 miles an hour, straight out the box. Is it actually independently locks the front axle brakes from the rear. So then you don't have to basically rub against your rear brakes to get the tires to burn out. The front brakes are held, and then the rear tires are free to spin. It allows for a better warm-up, to warm up the tires, clean the tires, so you have a better launch. What Transbrake does is, Transbrake actually puts the transmission into reverse and first gear at the same time. That allows the vehicle to build up torque, and then through a series of paddle releases and instruction on the center screen in between the gauges, you actually, when you release the last paddle, it disengages the reverse and you go directly into gear for maximum launch torque. This is the 2020 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat Widebody. It's all new for the 20 model year with the widebody setup that we've had on Challenger for a few years. So decided to bring the performance and the look and the success of that vehicle onto the Charger. As most of our Hellcat fans know, we can always use a little more grip, a little more rubber, and the widebody really helps us get that. The widebody gives us the 305 tires on all four corners, that advanced suspension that I mentioned earlier with larger sway bars, 32% stiffer springs, and a revised Bilstein suspension setup. So that really helps the Charger stay planted, not only in acceleration standpoint, but also in turns. So it's the best handling Charger we've ever developed. This is the same Hellcat motor that everyone continues to love. 707 horsepower, 650 foot-pounds of torque. 0 to 60 on this car is 3.6 seconds. It'll do the quarter mile in 10.96 seconds and has a top speed of 196 miles an hour. Obviously, the design of it is a big piece of it. The integrated fender flares. We have a whole new fascia with the wide body, so definitely check that out. But also this beautiful new blue color that we have for 20 model year, we're highlighting with this vehicle, and we're calling it Frostbite. So just kind of a couple new features on this vehicle as well. New for 2020 in the Charger as well, we have an all-new carbon fiber instrument panel applique. So real carbon fiber on the driver instrument panel up front, but then also in the center console. You can see we have a new premium stitch dash in the doors. And then also every year we like to change the IP badge, just so people inside can kind of, every year has its own kind of identity with that IP badge. So for 2020, it's this cool black and red. We also have a suede headliner that's packaged with the carbon fiber. So continue to add those more premium features to our Hellcats to continue to up the ante of this vehicle. The Hellcat is an amazing daily driver, whether it's the Charger or the Challenger. And then the wide body just helps that much more. You can really enjoy the performance, but we have adaptive damping suspension, so you can put it in comfort mode or track mode, depending on if you like a comfortable ride or a stiff ride. The steering you can change, so it's a very adaptable and very diverse car. But it's for those guys who, their car is an extension of their personality. So they're likely racing fans, whether it's NHRA or whether NASCAR, Formula 1, whatever it might be. They're gearheads at heart, and they love the visceral experience of driving this car, the sound, the colors. That's why we put these bright, crazy colors on these cars.
I go to the gas station and put gas in it. I've not been to the gas station one time where somebody just said, "Hey, I like your car. That's awesome." Went to the drive-thru to get my wife lunch the other day, and the girl in the drive-thru goes, "Man, I love this car." It strikes people. It's not only good looking, it's not only a luxury, ride's great, it hauls ass. The only thing I don't like about it is my wife loves it more than me. She says the other day, "I think I want to take it to the track. I think I would like to race this."